the gay guys in my life are up to something that really scares me sometimes because they're doing sex no first name, sex no kissing. I could not imagine. Sex no kissing. I could never. Like what?
Yeah, it's not. It's. I mean, I've had sex with men, so I can't imagine that actually.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
How are you feeling today, beautiful? You have an energy drink with you.
I do. I have an energy drink. I have a Bloom Energy. And I also had a shaken espresso earlier.
Oh my God.
I know. I really had to like bump up the energy.
What happened?
I took a party bus to a Renaissance fair yesterday.
Oh, that's so gay.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Yes. I took a party bus to a Renaissance fair with a gaggle of gays. And we got there the second the Renaissance fair opened, and we left the second it closed.
Did you have so much fun?
I did. I was with a bunch of gay men who were some of the hottest gay men I've ever seen.
Gay men at the Renaissance fair. I didn't know they were going. I kind of associated that with like queer women.
There was a lot of queer women there, but the gay men were also there, shirtless, making out with each other and humping on the stripper pole inside the party bus. So
that feels like exactly what the gay men would do.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because we got there and they immediately found some straight guys, and I don't know how this event unfolded, but they were making out with them.
Oh, you're so straight guy.
Yeah,
like making out with straight guys.
Yeah, the guy was like, I'm straight, I have a wife and child, but I will slap you and kiss you and give you a tequila shot.
But can I say something? I think there's something beautiful. Okay, I know there's like the stereotype that like straight girls will kiss each other, but it's actually gay. Yeah. But I think it's beautiful that straight girls kiss each other. And I think that straight men should be allowed to kiss each other too. Like I think we're a little too weird about kissing your friends. Like exactly. I think you could just make out a little.
You can make out a little. Let me tell you, straight men are doing it at the Renaissance fair.
That's so fun. By Curious Boys, if you want to go to the Ren Fair,
yes,
you could find something that would change your life forever. What do you do? Okay, I'm going to admit to something, and it's that the only context I have about the Ren Fair is those really sexy TikToks of the girls that feed you beer. Yeah, I've watched a lot of those.
Oh yes, I that has come across my desk. That has hit my algorithm. It wasn't there though. There was a vendor that was called like the Maiden Voyage, and there were hot women giving you beer.
Of course.
I was hanging out.
Hot women, can you hear me?
Please come to the Maiden Voyage. Yeah. But they were there. But yeah, it was a lot of gays, a lot of there are some families there. It's recently made a shift to families.
Oh,
don't like that.
No,
don't like that. But the gays were still there. What was funny though was because the Renaissance Fair, it's the Bristol Renaissance Fair. Okay, it's one of the largest ones.
How far away is it?
It's like an hour or so. An hour and 15 if you're on a party bus. Okay, for sure.
We have to stop for the stripping and the kissing.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny because the party bus was split in half. It was the hot gay men at the front, stripper pole, humping on each other, and then there were the lesbians who were in the back just watching. Our own version of heated rivalry, if you will.
The lesbians weren't humping the pole.
No, we were more so observing, taking notes.
Anthropologically, you were just sort of like, these are the gay men in their natural habitat. Yeah. That's beautiful.
We were narrating. Yeah, and they were, the gay men, we could have been there or not. They were going to do the same thing.
I find it interesting. I think there is like a stereotype that lesbians are a little bit less, maybe like casually sexual. Like there's a lot, like in my opinion, I've experienced like less casual sex as a lesbian than I did when I was with men. Yeah. And that gay men are like gay men are like really casual sex forward. Yeah. I would say. Have you had that same experience of like where being a lesbian, it's like harder to find casual sex?
Yeah, I would say so. But also I think like when you go to gay events, it's a little bit more put on a pedestal. I feel like sometimes lesbians need like an event to kind of let loose a little bit.
Lesbians love a ticketed event.
We love a ticketed event. I mean, you do like Chapel Rome, Charlie XCX night at the heated rivalry Munchbox. Like it's gonna every
heated
lesbian in the city will be there.
Munchbox. I need to pay $12 and I need a little lychee martini.
Yep.
And then I'm kissing.
Yeah, I'm kissing. And then you have a tale for an evening. And then maybe you have a casual hookup. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have an 8-year-long relationship. That's it really can go either way.
How did you meet your partner?
On the dance floor.
Was it at a ticketed event?
It was at a ticketed event. It was at a ticketed event. It was at Sapphic Saturday.
Oh my God. Wait, that's like a sexy one. I've heard some people have like a fun time at the Sapphic Saturday.
Oh yeah. Sapphic Saturday is fun, but it's also funny because Sapphic Saturday is a once a month event in Chicago at Sidetrack where Sidetrack is mostly like a gay man bar.
And like sometimes has an older demographic of gay
Yes.
men. Yeah.
But once a month from the hours of 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., they let the lesbians have a
They
little
let
moment.
women in.
They let women in from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. At 9:01, get out.
Yeah.
The gay men are back in.
What do they play on the screens for Sapphic Saturday?
They have they actually have some performances. They had like some drag shows, and it's just like a lot of gay female music videos that play.
That's so cute.
It's
I feel
really
like
fun.
because I've gone and then sometimes you see like a little bit of gay porn on the TV. Like sometimes they're playing that and then I go, oh, this isn't for me. Like happy that you guys have this, but I don't feel like you want me here.
Yeah. Lesbian porn is just watching Muna on a podcast.
Just watch women talk to each other with really good eye contact.
Really good eye contact. Their fingers are this close.
Yeah.
But
Will
not
they? Won't
touching.
they? Maybe a holding of the pinkies.
Maybe.
Watching
A graze of the knee.
What did you? Okay, like looking back from when you were a kid, was there something that you watched all the time that was really gay that you look back on now and you're like, that was gay, but you didn't realize it?
Yeah. Probably. Maybe it doesn't read gay at first, but I think a lot of gays like it. I watched a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's okay. I just watched it for the first time like 2 years ago with Matthew.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Have
you seen The Legend of Korra?
No, but I've heard that that's gay, like certified.
Certified gay.
Canonically gay.
Yeah. Her arms.
Don't they not kiss?
I'm not gonna spoil
Isn't
anything.
it like hinted at kiss though? But it's like I get frustrated when it's like this is a piece of gay media, but they're like not allowed to touch lips.
I'm gonna let you watch.
Okay, sorry, no spoilers.
No spoilers. But I would say it's almost the most lesbian thing you could do, which is just prolonged yearning.
Yeah.
And a lot of will they, won't they?
When I was like 12, we got laptops from our school district.
The Chromebook.
I had an Asus computer.
Ooh.
It was like tiny computer. And I was always on YouTube and I was watching Glee compilations, like Brittany Santana. But I never watched Glee. I just watched like the gay, like
The recap.
what is it, the montages of the gay stuff that happened, which was really good. And then I would watch, this is a really deep cut and I don't even know. Okay, I would watch Janet Jackson music videos.
That's a gay man.
She's really sexy.
She's very
if you've
sexy.
looked into the way that woman performs on stage. I was watching Janet Jackson Would You Mind performance 10 minutes long. She would like bring people up on stage and hump them basically.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just like to watch
I think
I
lesbians.
love this song. It's such a good song.
It's so good. I think there's something to be said about lesbians love to be mesmerized.
Yeah. I think we like the lights in the show and the flashiness. And I think sometimes gay guys don't need that. They're just like, show me penis near me.
They don't need a first name.
No, that's what's okay. The gay guys in my life are up to something that really scares me sometimes because they're doing sex no first name, sex no kissing. I could not imagine sex. I also don't usually talk about sex on this podcast. Sorry.
Whoa.
Sex no kissing. I could never. Like what?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I've had sex with men, so I can't imagine that actually.
You're like, yeah,
I'm
I
like-
have a lot of examples in my mind.
Actually, I'm thinking, I'm like, you know, we don't need to know each other that well. You know? Let's just keep this purely business.
I like that. No, that makes sense.
So I actually can understand, I guess. But but with women, I've recently come into more of a gay man friend group, and
Oh.
it is truly just like I am just not astonished isn't the right word. I'm just so deeply interested in their lifestyle. I sound like a mom right now. I'm so deeply interested in their lifestyle, but it's just so fun to watch. I love watching gay men be gay men together.
What's the chimpanzee lady's name? Jane
Goodall.
Jane Goodall. It's you watching all of the
Yes.
men interact with each other, taking
Oh,
their
yeah.
notes. I have a hard time with some. Okay, we know that there's gay men can be a little misogynistic sometimes.
Yes,
There's like
they can be.
a subsect of misogynistic gay men, and then I have beautiful gay friends that would never do that. That are perfect,
Can't
lovely gay
relate.
guys, and they end up like going on dates with the bad kind of misogynistic gay guy. So my dream is to create a gay guy dating app, but lesbians have to like submit you
Yeah.
to the dating app, and you have to have like almost like a verified badge, but
Yeah.
like vouched for by lesbians, scissor emoji, but it's like
Yes.
a lesbian has said that this guy is cool.
Like lesbians are in the admin back end.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just like my gay guy friends aren't doing good. Like they're not having fun out there.
No.
I don't know. Are your gay guy friends like in love and stuff?
I have the gay guy friends that I have are within lesbian friendship, so they have a deep lesbian friendship with multiple lesbians.
Okay, so they're cool.
They're cool, but they do go out in the town with the gay men. They go to the gay men events.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, it's very transactional. Some of them do have partners though, and they're open, which is very common.
I call it gay guy monogamy.
Yeah, gay guy monogamy,
which is where you're not monogamous and you don't talk about it.
Yeah. They kind of like go out and they have their fun, but then they go back to their partner.
He knows where home
everything's
at.
fine. Yeah, he knows where home is at. But yeah, it's just like sex to gay men is just so not all gay men,
not all
gay
guys.
men.
Mm.
Sex to gay men is just it's sport.
Yeah,
it's sport.
It's tennis.
Yeah, love.
The other day I was like pulling up like instrumental classical music playlists on YouTube, and then the Challengers song started playing. The like synth beat, and it was really fucking funny. I was just like, yes, I will type this email to corporate with with my Challengers sex music in the background. It was
that's
awesome.
the Zendaya post when she leans back on the bed and is just watching.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm familiar.
Yeah. We've had those eyes.
Okay, my first segment is called "What Are You Starting a Cult For?"
Yes.
And I just want you to say what you're obsessed with.
Yes.
So Katie,
I think this kind of plays into what we've kind of alluded to. My cult that I would want to start is going out on weekday nights.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going out on weekday nights. I feel like as comedians, like we're out all the time, like for shows or mics or hangs or whatever. So it's very much embedded in like our culture, and also for gays.
Gays love going out.
Gays love going out on a Tuesday. Like any gay event at a Tuesday watering hole, like we're gonna be there. Yeah. It's community. But my cult is specifically aimed at the subsection of people who have that 9 to 5. They go to work, they come home, they eat their dinner, they watch their show, they go to bed. That's not fun. You got to go out. You gotta be tired on a Thursday morning if you want to have a fulfilling life, in my opinion. I will also say that my cult is not reserved for people with children. Sorry.
You should just go out, girl. You should just go
out. Leave the kids at home, you know? Yeah, just in case people are like, I have a kid, I would want to be in the cult. Well, you have the kid. So.
Thank you for clarifying for my listeners. I wonder if anyone has children. If you have children, let me know. I don't know if anyone that listens to this has kids, but that would be kind of fun.
That would be fun.
Baby Cross My Heart Pod listeners. For your cult specifically, you said going out on weekdays. I like to do a Thursday. I like to start my weekend on Thursday. So I'll go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it feels like it's my time. Because what I hate about working a job is that you get so tired from your day and then you go home and eat dinner and go to bed. It's like, it feels like your life isn't yours anymore. Like, who am I as a person if all I'm doing is working in this little corporate machine? Which is why stand-up has been so special to me. Is because I have corporate Hannah, and then I have like go pursue this dream and pursue this like bigger goal. But so many of my friends don't have that, and they're sad. Yeah,
I think it's like we're not meant to work 9 to 5, 8:30 to 5. Honestly, 8:30 to 5:30.
Yeah. No, sometimes you're working long hours. Like you'll text and be like, "I'm still at a shoot," and it's like, "Girl, it's 7:00 at night."
I know. People, and the reason why this is my cult, because I have a lot of people in my life who aren't comics or gays, where they hear like your schedule and they're like, how do you do it? If you just like kind of start and you don't stop, then it becomes your new normal.
Yeah.
And obviously you can take breaks and rest where needed, but I always find myself, I think we're also in a culture of like people like, oh, canceling plans are canceled. Keep your plans.
I hate that.
Keep your plans.
Oh, did you see there's an Anne Hathaway interview like a week ago, and she was saying they were like, how do you do this huge press tour? You have like 2 kids at home, which is also a weird thing to ask a woman. But anyway, how do you feel about being a bad mom? She was saying, I'm tired all the time, but I'm like so happy to be tired about this. Like you have to in your life think about why you're tired and choose you're tired, basically. Like I'm so excited that I'm exhausted from doing this thing that I've always wanted to do. And I like to think about that with like comedy, is you get home really late and then you go to work the next day, but it's like, this is so fun that I'm tired from driving to a show in Wisconsin, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I will say like not 80 to 90% of the time, if I'm on the fence about going out and then I go out and do the thing, I'm happy that I went.
I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Usually.
Hardly ever.
We do live in a culture of people that cancel at the last minute. Maybe like post-COVID, everyone got used to not leaving the house and then forgot that you're supposed to hang out with your friends. But I have a very hard rule. Birthday parties, you absolutely have to attend no matter what. Like if it's a birthday party that you've been invited to, you have to try as hard as you possibly can to get there.
Yeah, because we've all had that birthday where you have your long list of friends who said that they would come, and then the people that don't come, and like everyone has things that come up, everyone's busy, but I know I've been there where you're like, you said you would come, and now you're not here.
The worst feeling in the world is the like 2 hours before the party you get like text, oh, I'm not gonna make it. That's also a hard rule for myself. Is if you are gonna flake, I would wait till after, maybe take them to dinner, be like, I couldn't make it, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna take you to dinner this week, or take you to lunch, or buy you a drink, or whatever.
Or because bring a card to the next event you're at, or
the
something.
Worst feeling in the world is just standing, like getting text after text after text, I'm not gonna come. Like, I like wouldn't have thought about it if I didn't have 6 notifications in a row that were you letting me know that you're not coming to the birthday party.
Exactly. And it's also, I feel like people feel like it's almost like vulnerable to have a birthday party because you're having an event that's about you. Like you're buying decors for yourself, you have a birthday cake for yourself. Like, I think we all wish we could have, I mean, some people do have like a group or a community that does everything like without you being asked, but a lot of times like you kind of have to like get the ball rolling. And so you throw this party where you're like, hey, like I want to have an event that brings all my friends together, all the people that I love, and for us to celebrate and have fun, because I'm made it another year on this earth that's slowly burning. Slowly flooding.
Congratulations, you made it one more year. Congrats, you didn't die. I feel like we should gather to celebrate that.
And I think it's important to show up for birthday parties.
And I also think, like, as women, it's kind of, I at least grew up thinking that it was sort of like vain and selfish to want to celebrate yourself. So it is very vulnerable to like make the partiful.
Yeah, it is.
To make the graphic by yourself.
Yeah, and you put your face on a piece of cake, you're like, hey.
Yeah, it's like really scary for me. It kind of feels like, oh, I'm sinning. Like, oh, I'm doing something really bad by...
I famously was at your birthday party.
Katie famously at my birthday party.
Yeah.
Yes,
the
I'm
story.
Just so excited about this. You can tell it.
Oh my God. Okay, so picture this. I'm at the Lincoln Lodge in Chicago, wonderful comedy venue. Just had a show, so much fun. I am about to leave to go to Hannah's birthday party. I RSVP'd on the party full.
It was fun.
A girl from the show comes up to me and said, oh my God, loved your set. Do you know Hannah Beck? And I was thinking it was a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Because I was literally going to your birthday party. I'm like, oh yeah. And I go, are you going to the birthday party? And she was like, no, like you should be on her podcast. She's like, she's like, I listen to her podcast. I feel like you would like be a fun guest on her podcast.
Yeah.
And I said, girl, I'm literally going to her birthday party right now. I wish you got the partyful invite.
If you brought her, that would have been so funny.
Yeah. I just met a fan IRL. And then I said, I will be on that podcast. And here we are. Shout out. I forget your name a little bit, but I'm going to go back through my DMs and find it. Shout out to you, girl.
My favorite part of that story is that you went on stage and did lesbian comedy.
Yeah.
And then she got off stage and was like, I know another lesbian that does comedy.
I know another
lesbian. You should hang out. And we did. And it was fun.
Yeah. And people think that's kind of weird. We were like, oh, gay. They should hang out and have fun.
It's like, but we do.
But we do. We really do. We're like, you know what? You're right. You clock that.
Mm-hmm. What kind of like brand of lesbian do you align with the most? Are you like, if you could stereotype yourself, are you like a crafty lesbian? Are you a picnic lesbian? Are you like a mechanic woodworking lesbian? Like what is your archetype?
I feel like I kind of like fall in the middle on a lot of things.
Yeah,
like,
people are complicated. Nothing's black and white.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah,
oh my
blah.
God. I'm layered. I'm so layered. I don't know. I feel like I fall like I'm a social gay. I like being out.
You are.
I like being culturally gay. I like the things that are associated with gay people. Some people, I feel like there's a lot of internalized homophobia where people are gay but they don't want to be like associated with.
You can
gay
tell
stuff.
when people are not culturally queer, because I have straight friends that I would consider so like culturally queer in the way that they like behave around queer people and act, but there's some gay people that are straight inside, and it's sad.
Yeah. And I like shouting from the rooftops that I'm a big old, can I curse?
Yeah.
Dyke.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I know. It's
That's
not even
so
a curse word.
Katie Kincaid is over party.
Whoa.
I'm putting that on Twitter. That's so fucked up.
Hashtag
Are you
dyke.
you're doing lesbian now, right? Like, or it was because bi was your journey for
bi
a little
was,
bit.
I had that for a while, and it's once again, people are layered.
Like an onion. What is that from? Shrek. That's a Shrek. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
Shrek. Which also Fiona.
Sexy.
Love her.
Yeah.
Love a redhead. I would say lesbian, because I only can imagine myself being in a relationship with a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm mostly attracted to women, but I've hooked up with guys, and if it happened again in kind of a gay way,
Yeah.
I'd be open
You
to
can
it.
have sex with a guy.
Yeah, you can have sex with a guy in a gay way. I know I've had moments with men. I remember. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say this on the internet.
You can say it, and then you can ask me to cut it. Later,
Okay,
and I will.
I remember I was hooking up with a guy, and he had, a bigger butt,
Yeah.
and I remember at one point kind of grabbing it, and, like really shaking it, like,
Yeah.
and I remember him kind of laughing. He's like, "This fucking gay bitch."
He's like, "Oh, I'm having sex with a lesbian."
I'm having sex with a
This
lesbian,
is
and I'm
so
like, "You caked up,
cool."
girlfriend."
That's so funny.
Yeah, I remember, and I remember doing that and being like, maybe I should look elsewhere.
I feel similarly, where like it's hard because I can only picture myself being in a relationship with a woman. I've like tried relationships with men and I didn't like it, but I've had sex with men and not hated it. So it's not like I'm like
Yeah.
repulsed by that.
Yeah,
but
that's where it gets a little complicated. Because I go, "Are you a lesbian?" I'm like, "Well, I've had like good sexual encounters." And that's what you call having sex with men, a sexual
a
encounter.
sexual encounter. That's how you know it's good. Is if you refer to it scientifically.
Yeah, it really just down to the to the atoms, But yeah, I've had like good experiences, but I will say like my sexual experiences with women have felt more profoundly deep.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow, I guess things aren't black and white.
I guess things aren't black and white.
I'm trying to think if I had a starting a cult for, because that's where we started, way back there,
Mhm.
and then we sort of went on a little journey.
Mm-hmm. Detour.
I literally prepped one for this, and we already talked about it, and it was starting a cult for going to your friends' birthday parties.
Yes. Yeah. On a weeknight.
On a weeknight.
On a weeknight. Let's
Oh my
cross
God. Sam's birthday's a Monday night. We're doing a Monday night birthday party coming
at
up.
my house.
Oh my God. Yeah, she sent the particle and said, okay, starting a cult for hosting a party at someone else's house.
Yeah.
Because that's what mine was too. My friends hosted my birthday party for me.
Oh, if you have a friend who has a good apartment, like, open it up to the public, you know?
have to give it to, you have to like have a sign up sheet for when you can host community events.
Yeah, my only rule was shoes off. Shoes off,
That's
then
good.
you can run amok.
I have a friend with a really sexy apartment, like giant, tall. You saw it.
Yeah.
Tall
Oh my
ceilings, like so many bedrooms.
God. I was shocked.
Gorgeous location. They basically pay nothing in rent. It's insane. It's like
Sickens me.
one of those very lucky people. She was like, "Oh, I found it on Facebook Marketplace,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Okay, you're so like I'm so happy that everything works out for you. I guess."
I also have a pretty good deal.
Oh, you
with my
do
apartment.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I
You
am.
go. Oh, I know a guy. Oh,
Yeah.
I just knew a guy.
Oh, I've been there forever. I don't even have a lease. That's probably a bad thing.
That's
but
insane.
I just Venmo a guy and he lets me stay there.
like I want something like that to find me so bad, but maybe it's like love, and that if I'm searching for it, it won't find me.
Yeah. It's also just hard because I think obviously post COVID, like apartments have skyrocketed in rent. And I live in a house and my landlord just lived downstairs. It's just, a man and his wife and his child, and I've lived there for 6 years.
That's
7
beautiful.
years.
It's a great location too.
Yeah, Ravenswood. Don't find me. Actually, well, never mind.
No, we do.
If you're cool and want to have a birthday party at my apartment,
you start charging.
yeah, literally. I make it a peer space. Yeah, I used to live downstairs with roommates, and then when all my roommates moved out, I swapped units with my landlord, so I live upstairs. They gave me like a discounted rent because they just liked me as a tenant.
Cute.
They've never raised the rent on me. They're great.
Insane.
Yeah, I feel very, very lucky. And I did one of those like, how much do you pay for rent in Chicago videos?
Yeah.
And people come mad at me in the comments. There's like, there's no way you pay that much. There's no way. You're lying.
You said okay, can you tell me how much you pay and I'll bleep it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't have to bleep it.
Okay.
I pay $1,500 a month
For a giant
for
apartment.
a 2-bedroom with a backyard, a sunroom, a dining room, a wood burning fireplace, an entryway in Chicago.
Yeah, I have a roommate. We have a 2-bedroom. We don't have like the sunroom vibe, but we do have a little outdoor space. Probably like similar size apartment, but you have a little extra sunroom on the back. And we're at $2,200, I think. So we pay $1,100 each. But I do have friends in Chicago that are paying like $3,000 for an apartment, $4,000 for an apartment.
Yeah.
And that's not my journey personally.
No.
Which is why, like, obviously as a comedian would love to move to New York, but I can't pay $4,000 a month for rent.
Or live with 12 people.
I have a friend that is a comedian in Chicago right now, and he lives with literally 15 people. It's like one house, 16 tiny bedrooms.
Oh my God.
There's 2 floors, 2 kitchens, so there's like 8 bedrooms on each. And it's like like the cops came and like arrested one of his roommates. Like it's like a Like
it's a rotating door.
You can't possibly like know or trust. I can't imagine doing that. I guess there's something beautiful about the community of being in that space, but I can't do strangers for roommates at this point in my life.
Every time I've done that, it's been bad.
In college, I did strangers.
Yeah,
I had a Facebook Marketplace roommate in college, which is where you buy furniture, not
people.
I didn't purchase her.
No, that's a little different.
That's not where you find roommates.
No.
And she was like a naked roommate.
Oh.
And so she had lived by herself for all of college, and then she was a senior. We were both seniors, and I was like last minute looking for an apartment, and she said, I have never had a roommate before, but I really need one. And I was like really cheap rent for a good apartment. So I was like, yeah, whatever, girl. I get there. She's naked all the time, which like
are we talking top off or like bush out too?
Bush areolas.
Bush areolas.
Whole thing.
Wow.
And so I just like don't know this girl. And first of all, a fan of the female form.
Yes.
Historically. Like love to see it. But I think as like I don't know, there's just something about like if I'm like bringing friends over, like maybe don't be naked in the living room. Like just
you can't bring friends over casually and then have your roommate over there twirling bush.
It's a vibe killer a little bit.
It can be a vibe enhancer at times, but maybe most of the time not.
Exactly. There was not like a will there won't they between us. It was just like she was naked and it was weird. But I would get home, she was naked. I would say, oh, like could you not be naked sometimes?
Like you would tell her, my friends and I are coming over right now. Cover the areolas.
And we had like a big sit down talk about her nakedness. And
she's naked during the sit down talk.
She had a little robe on. She was covered up. And I was like, I just feel uncomfortable bringing people back here if you're naked in common spaces. She's like, well, I've never lived with anyone before, so that's really hard for me.
It's really hard to throw on a t-shirt.
Okay. I don't know what you want from me, but maybe put some clothes on. It was really weird. And then she got a boyfriend halfway through who was also a naked guy. And that's where it got bad because it wasn't just woman twirling bush. It was naked man in my apartment. And that's like a whole different level.
You can't have scrotum on couch.
No scrotum on my couch.
No.
I like wiping it down with Clorox wipes before.
That's horrible.
It was one of those like college plastic couches. Like, you know what I'm talking about? The like disgusting plastic leather couches.
It needed to be burned afterwards.
But I would just like walk past the bathroom and he would just be like in the shower waiting for her, but like fully naked, door open. What are we doing?
That's like exhibitionist.
But anyway, can't live with a stranger again.
No. Can't be doing that. That's immediate. The fact that first roommate that's a stranger just goes full nude.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I would live with Matthew because that's my favorite guy. But like other than living with a very close friend that I know I live with, I don't know if I could at my big age take that risk again.
Yeah. And I have toyed with the idea of having a roommate again because I have a second bedroom.
Yeah.
But
doesn't Annie live with you?
No, everyone assumes.
Well, you just seem so in love and happy.
Yeah. She lives with her husband.
Oh,
which is her gay male friend.
Oh no, she has a gay. Yeah, they know what that means. Yes. The people listening to this podcast know about a gay husband.
She has a really good deal with. They just moved into a new apartment, so eventually I think it will happen. But right now I live just by myself in my apartment, and if I were to ever want to save up a lot of money, then I have toyed with the idea of getting a roommate, but it's tough going back.
How long have you two been together?
It'll be 2 years in October.
Oh my God, cute. My next segment is a hot take segment, and it's called Forgive Me But. And you're going to do your like, I don't think so, honey type spiel.
Okay. I do have one.
Okay. So
Forgive me, but.
Yes.
Okay. Forgive me, but this is something that is not a foreign concept. I think it's pretty common, but it's something I truly believe.
Okay.
If you go to a restaurant and that restaurant has you buy your side separately from the entree, then the restaurant deserves to be burned to the ground.
Wow. Okay.
And I believe that. I believe that with my full chest. I think that going to a restaurant and you buying an entree and you have to buy your sides separately is like one of the greatest signs of like late stage capitalism.
Yeah. Oh
my
God.
It's insane.
And sometimes it's like $8 if I want to buy fries.
It's like you're buying a burger that's like $15, cheese extra.
Yeah.
Cheese extra. And then you have to buy truffle fries for $6 separately. You're paying like $25 before tip for a burger and fry. I just don't think entrees should be a la carte.
No, that's like not what an entree is. Hello?
No, they shouldn't be a la carte, and I'm 90% sure I know what that word means. Yeah, it pisses me off.
It pisses me off.
It should come. Every entree should come with a side.
I agree with you. This is amplify.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add except for slay.
Yeah.
I don't like spending more money than I have to.
Oh, God. It's so sad. I once went on a date with a guy at a restaurant like that. I think this is where the genesis of this issue came up, because he was super cheap and we ordered burgers and he ordered it was like a water and then a burger. And then I couldn't be.
If he ordered water, you couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't order a fun drink. Also, he didn't order a side, so I'm like, well, I can't order a side. So we order single patty burger at this nice restaurant, which is like a psychotic image. It'd just be two people on a date.
One of them gay.
One of them gay. One of them very gay. Order single patty burger, and then we just eat that. Takes 5 minutes, and then we're done. No fry, no appetizer. Yeah.
Well, can I say something is that I didn't grow up in a appetizer family. I grew up in a cult. Well, it wasn't even that. It was poor. But I grew up in a water only, only cheapest thing on the menu wherever you go.
Yeah.
No dessert, no drink. Like that was the vibe. And then in high school, I sort of became one of Matthew's. I integrated into my best friend Matthew's family, which was beautiful. They pseudo adopted me, and they are 4 appetizer family.
God,
you
abundance.
see it. They live in appetizer abundance. You see it on the menu, and it's like you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
And the first time we went out to dinner together, I was literally shaking because Matthew's mom was like, "I know you're ordering the cheapest thing on the menu. You have to order what you want." And I was like, "I can't do it. I can't do it. I have to get the cheapest thing." And I feel wealthy now. I feel like the 1%.
Yeah.
In the abundance that I currently exist in.
I very much was the same way. Growing up, we had to get the cheapest thing. You couldn't, my family did not order. There was the question of what appetizer should we order was never a question. You ordered what was on the menu and then you left.
What do y'all know about potato skins?
Those
are so good. What's your
I
app
love
of
a
choice?
potato skin.
What's your app of choice?
My app of choice. I love a Brussels sprout.
I've recently come into Brussels sprouts, and it feels like my brain is fully developed. I'm a fan.
Love a crispy Brussels sprout.
I love a fried pickle.
Love a fried pickle. Oh my God. Love a fried pickle. Love a crispy Brussels sprout. I love a communal nacho.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a gluten-free girl, my appetizers of choice have shifted a little bit lately, and highlight of my whole week is that have you been to Eris, the brewery in Wicker Park area?
I think I have.
It's so cute. It's huge. They have a giant patio and they have gluten-free fried pickles, and I lost my fucking mind. It was there's just some foods that I've had recently that I haven't. I had a s'more for the first time in 2 years.
Oh my God.
This summer, because my friend got me gluten-free graham crackers. I'm just waking up who I was, we are
living in the timeline for gluten-free people.
Exactly. Some people are I was born in the wrong generation. I was not. I would be telling everyone about my problems way more than I already do if I had to be gluten-free in the 90s. They had nothing to eat.
Yeah, you would have had to eat just your cottage cheese and apples.
Cottage cheese, apples.
Can you eat dairy?
Shitting my pants all the time.
Yeah,
those are my only options.
those are the two genders.
I don't like we're in a current era of gay people being gluten free in a gay person way. Which, by the way, fine, whatever. But I think there is this cultural stereotype when you go to a place and you say oh, do you have a gluten free one? And they're like, oh, you want a gluten free one? Mm-hmm. Oh, you can hurt your little tummy to have a gluten free one.
You don't like people who are culturally gluten free.
Yeah, I'm anti-culturally gluten free. No, it's fine. I think there's not a lot of service staff that is educated on what celiac disease is.
Yeah.
So it's I never go somewhere and expect that I should be able to get a special thing made or eat something special. That is not in my expectations. I understand that my allergies are my responsibility, but I do think there is this cheapening of the gluten-free experience by people that if you're not gonna throw up and shit your pants for a week after you have this hot dog bun, it's making people think that if they accidentally give me the wrong thing, it's fine. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, it's also you don't want people who are ordering gluten-free because they're Hailey Bieber did it. I gotta order the Hailey Bieber gluten-free fried pickles.
Yeah,
I think it's very valid because you don't want to be in pain.
Yeah, but that's also why the entree thing gets me too, is because I'm often a girl that will go to a restaurant and order burger no bun. If there's no options, I'll get meat on plate or loose hot dog. And so if the side is not incorporated into the price, I'm quite literally paying for patty of meat $15, extra $5 for fries. I just got a patty of meat on the plate.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You got a 2-ingredient entree.
You're correct.
Patty cheese.
Mm-hmm.
If you're feeling crazy, cheese extra.
Oh my God. My forgive me but is based on one specific recent experience, and it's not broad or sweeping at all. But forgive me but you have to be good at texting if you want to take me on a date. I have had
that's good.
2 people lately that I've been interested in, or like asked for their number, or like we've matched on an app and talked, and they have been so bad at texting that it ruins the vibe.
Like they don't respond right away, or they're just not very communicative, or not fun banter.
I think I'm a fun banterer. I think I am a good writer. I love to like write a sexy little flirty thing. I think it's really fun. And I have been getting texts from people that, okay, this is just oversharing. She'll like sext like an email. Like it's like a lot of sentences. Like very descriptive, which is fine, but like maybe you could come over, comma, and we could try out my new couch, comma, and maybe we could see how it works. Like
she's giving you the George R.R. Martin.
Yeah. Maybe you could come
the
sit
exposition is too much.
Maybe you could sit on my green couch and my cat will be like, it's just
you give you the color of the couch.
Yeah, of course.
Green couch because gay.
Lesbian.
Yeah.
Green couch. But just like really setting the scene in a way that is very clunky, and then it just takes me out of it.
Yeah, you need a little bit of mystery.
I agree. And then there's also a texter that I've recently interacted with, which when I ask a woman on a date, I'm very clear that I want to go on a date, and I'll say, I think you're really sexy, or something like that. I think you're really sexy. I'd love to buy you a drink.
Great opening line.
I think so too. I think it like clears the air that like I want to kiss. You know?
And also, is this a friendship thing? Is this a
exactly?
Not? You say sexy.
I think you're really, and you know what? You'd be shocked actually at some of
my sexy friends.
At some responses that I've had to that. But anyway,
thanks, Queen.
I think you're really sexy. I'd like to buy you a drink. What are you doing Thursday at 7?
Perfect.
That's how I ask people on dates. I've had a couple girls reach out to me recently, and they'll say like, I would love to hang out. What are you doing this week? Or like, when are you free? And that feels very different to me.
Yeah.
Than
hang out.
Hang out?
You want to
Are we going to crochet?
Are we going to fucking cootie catcher?
What is that?
It's the thing.
Oh,
actually that's kind of hot. That would be a date.
You're like, what should we do tonight? And then you put kiss on one of them.
Yeah.
That's
KISS.
That's perfect.
Never mind. That was actually hot.
I called them fortune tellers growing up. That was our little name for them. So
I think I called it that as well, but then recently I've heard cootie catchers and it's caught on.
I like it. Cootie catchers caught on. A little tongue twister. Yeah, it's just like the being forward when you ask someone on a date. Because I think I have gotten to a place where I had to work really hard to be comfortable being forward and just like, I want to take you out, let's go out. That I know I want that from another person, I think.
Yeah, you want to feel wanted.
I want to feel wanted. I want to have someone like take the lead a little bit.
Yeah.
And be
Audrey
like,
Hopert. Sue me, I want to be wanted.
Sue me, I want to be wanted. Na, 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 na.
Wow.
Yeah, sue me, I want to be wanted. If you're going to ask me on a date, do it confidently. If you're going to text, be cool about it. Like, I think also you run into that issue. You're a funny person. You're a comedian where you'll go on a date or you'll text someone and you can convince yourself it's going well because you're good at it.
Yeah. You're like, I'm carrying this. I'm crushing at this.
The bad texter that I'm referring to, I was flirting with them. I was showing my friend Avery, she was my college roommate. She lives in Chicago. She's one of my best friends. I was like, look at these texts. Like, there's this person I'm really into. And then immediately she goes, she's a weird ass texter. Like, she's like
you need an outside perspective.
Like, hey, beautiful, you're carrying here. Like you're doing all of the work in this conversation. And it was really eye opening to me.
Yeah, you were shooting the ball. She was just the backboard.
Yeah.
Receiving it.
So that's my forgive me, but
that's good. I like that. We need more sexy texts. We need more forward texts, but reciprocal.
Especially just like back to what we were talking about at the beginning with the lesbian community. It can be kind of like lesbians maybe can shy away, not all of them, but some can shy away from casual sex a little bit. And I think part of that comes from like nobody shooting their shot.
Yeah. I think lesbians need to learn a little bit from gay men, and gay men need to learn a little bit from lesbians. We need to meet in the middle.
If only there was a relationship between one man and one woman.
If only one man, one woman, and maybe let's just throw in a third, and that's God.
And then this wouldn't be a problem.
Yes. Wow, I think we just proved heterosexuality is the rightful way.
And that's what this podcast is all about. I actually have, this is really relevant. I'm doing a new segment now. And I have a little chart. It's audience will submit questions for advice.
Ooh.
And it's called Dear Daddy Pod.
Dear Daddy
Pod.
Cute. Love it.
And I had one that's really similar to what we were just talking about, actually. Dear Daddy Pod, I have a huge crush on one of my friends, but she's also one of the first queer people I made friends with after coming out. I'm terrified that if I tell her how I feel and she doesn't feel the same way, I'll lose the friendship and somehow end up with even fewer gay friends than I started with.
So her first gay friend?
One of her first gay friends.
First gay friend immediately has feelings. Tale as old as time.
Hey, been there, brother. Sometimes you have to just cut your losses.
Sometimes you do. I think also, here's the thing. There is always going to be a gay person behind the first gay person you have feelings for. If it doesn't work out, like, honey, I hate to tell you, there's going to be another one in line.
Also, if this is sapphic, which I assume that it is, there's always like sapphic people in my life really stay in contact with people that they've been exes with or that they've had feelings for. Like, I don't really worry about losing friendships as much with lesbians as I would with, like, when I had male friends that would confess feelings for me, I would not keep them around. But, like, for women, it's like, well, that's a girl. Like, that's fine.
Come over, hang on my green couch.
Do you want to make cootie catchers on my green couch later?
Well, it's also like, I'm of the mindset where, like, if you don't say your feelings and you live in this perpetual state of yearning, it's like, I want to know now. Like, I don't want to have to wait around for another 6 months and then wonder and try to gauge a vibe.
Exactly. I'm working on being more forward lately, but I'm always in the camp of say something first, because the longer it drags out, the more painful it will be if they don't feel the same way.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes, like, regardless of what the relationship is, usually someone has to fall first. Like, someone has to have the feelings first, and it's okay if that's you. Like, it's okay if maybe they hadn't thought about it and you're like, hey, I'm into you. I've had that experience where I've been like, oh, I didn't think about that before, but now I'm thinking about kissing, you know?
Or you go out and you realize there really isn't a vibe, and then you don't have to build up who you think this person will be in your mind.
It's way more pressure too for them if you're like, for 6 months I've been in love with you, then like, I think you're hot, do you want to go on a date?
Let's break the lesbian stereotype of I've been in love with you for 3 years. Please let us give this a shot. No, you say you're hot right out the gate, and then you're gonna be the hottest bitch in town, because then people are gonna know this girl fucks.
This girl fucks.
This girl fucks.
There's nothing sexier than a forward lesbian. Like,
forward lesbian.
Say what you want, and I think
in a respectful way.
Yeah. But lesbians aren't really doing that.
No. And honestly, if a lesbian wants to disrespect me, that's fine.
Yeah, it depends on if you're really sexy, you can absolutely disrespect me.
You can absolutely disrespect me.
But I think there's this fear. I think just maybe the way that we grew up, or like lesbian stereotypes, that you're being predatory. But I had a friend give me this advice recently, which is like, if you're on a date with a gay woman, she wants attention from gay women. Like, you're not, the odds are that if you're like a sweetie and a lover and a kind lesbian, which you are because you're listening to my podcast, that making a move on a lesbian woman is not going to make them uncomfortable. Like, you know?
That's what they want.
They want advances from women.
Yeah.
So go be gay.
Go be gay.
Woo! That's so good. Okay, my last segment is called Confessional. And I ask you spicy little questions.
Ooh, I love this.
And they're kind of they range in depth.
Okay.
Do you believe in God?
I do, in a way.
In a gay way?
In a gay way. Like, I'm sure you probably heard this a ton, where it's like, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual.
I'm not religious, I'm spiritual.
It's just like,
no, me too. That's exactly what I say.
It's one of those things too where it's like, I believe in God in the same way where I think ghosts are real.
Yeah. Do you think ghosts are real?
I think ghosts are real. I just think it's like there's been so many like encounters and so many like similar stories where there's been a through line where I'm like, well, something's out there, you know?
That's
but
interesting.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I view it, where it's like, you know, there is probably something that might be a higher power. What I don't believe is that mankind or womankind, period,
girl power,
understands what that is. Like, the fact that there was a bunch of guys a long time ago that wrote down God speaking to them in a book, I'm like, I don't think he would want to have a conversation with you. Personally, I think he, and I say he because he's probably done a lot of bad things, but all the good things were done by woman God.
God definitely him because of all the bad stuff.
Because of the bad stuff.
Yeah.
But I believe there might be like a spiritual universe out there. But it's also like, you know, if it comes to the end of the life and you get there and it's not, then it's not. But if it is, then I said, hey man, I still said I was. It's kind of like in the way where like if your plane is going down and you need someone to talk to.
Have you heard of Pascal's wager? I grew up really religious, as you know, and there was a time that I was really questioning, like, is Christianity right for me? How do I know whether or not to believe in God? And a pastor presented me Pascal's wager, which is this philosopher basically saying, like, there are odds that God is real and there are chances that God is not real.
Mm-hmm.
But if he is, wouldn't you rather just say that you do? Otherwise, you have to go to hell forever.
Yeah.
Which is an insane thing to say to a child, by the way. And I don't subscribe to that logic. But it feels really similar for you to be like, well, if the plane's going down, I probably want to say I did.
Yeah, it's the perspective of, just write it out.
Also, kind of cool thing about the Christian God is it seems like you can sort of Hail Mary at the last second.
Yeah.
At any moment, you could be like, and I'm sorry for all that stuff I did.
And let me into heaven.
As long as you don't surprise die, you could probably get in right before the buzzer.
Exactly.
I think that's beautiful.
As long as you're a good person and you go through life doing good things, then I think you're going to be fine.
Can I say something a little anti-religion?
Ooh.
I typically follow the spiritual.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer to believe there's something out there. I call it like talking to my dead people is my spiritual practice, where I'll like write letters or talk out loud to people in my life that have passed away, just like because I do feel like there's an energy around that. Like maybe if they know something I don't, like maybe there's some energy they can move in my favor, if that makes sense.
They're working in the background.
But I had an experience recently. You've heard this like joke probably online that church kids will grow up and then go to a concert for the first time, and they'll be like, whoa, I didn't feel the presence of God at that concert. It was actually just that I like music.
Yep.
I've been having that experience with books lately.
Really?
Where I started reading again, and I've been reading like classic literature, which is kind of fun. I read like 1984. I started reading the Odyssey just because of like all the hype around the book, etc. I started reading some Ta-Nehisi Coates books, which is really good. And I've been like so moved while reading, like moved to tears while reading. And the only time I felt that way as a teenager was when I was reading the Bible. And I thought that feeling was Bible exclusive. But now I'm just reading books that are moving, and I'm like, oh, I think I just needed to read more books. Like,
you're like, I just think I needed to find enlightenment.
Yeah, like you can just like if you think that Bible is the only, like I totally understand having a spiritual experience reading a book and feeling so connected to a text, but it is so weird to think there's only one. You know, like enlightenment can come from so. Like you should be collecting that from as many different sources as you can. And it is so fucked up that they're like, this is the one.
This is the one. No, I felt that. I remember reading Twilight in high school. And I was like, this is my Bible.
You were feeling moved.
I was feeling moved. I was feeling a lot of things, actually.
And you know what? There's nothing hornier than a preteen.
No.
And so I watched the first movie recently with my friend Madison. And she was obsessed with it as a teenager too. And as I was watching the movie, I was just like, I can't believe that to be 12 and watch this. This is like the horniest book I've ever read in my life. Also
written by a Mormon.
And because there was so much yearning. Like it's so much will they, won't they? And I completely understand. That was weird about the movie. It was like very non-sexual, but also so sexual. Like have you seen this? There's a scene of them in like biology class.
I've seen the scene.
And they're looking through a microscope, and it's like, okay, they're fucking. Like they're having sex with their microscopes.
They can't be around each other and not be heavy breathing.
And that's what I'm looking for. So if you'd like to heavy breathe with me, if you'd like to look under a microscope or maybe make a fortune teller / cootie catcher, my DMs are open. So that's really good.
You're going to send a forward message.
I will.
Or maybe you're sexy, meet me at 7.
You're sexy
on the green couch.
And that's exactly what I'm looking for. Someone yesterday was giving me podcast guest suggestions. And I was like, who should I have sit on my couch? And they said X. There was 4 that were like, have your exes, have your ex situationships. And I said, no.
That's they want to watch the drama.
I know. I was like, I thought that you guys held me with a sense of love and care, but you don't. Like they were like, we like watching the mess. We like watching the train
Would
wreck.
you be worried about what would unfold?
I would be open to filming it and then never posting it. But I don't know if any of them would be willing, honestly.
Wow. That's very there's something very lesbian about filming you and your ex talking and then just having that for later.
Just saving it. Just keeping it.
Just in case. Just in case I want to look back on this in many years and see, was there still a vibe?
As a religious kid, I always thought that every boy I talked to was going to be my husband. Like I was walking around my college campus, like every man I run into, oh my God, this is going to be the one. This is going to be my special guy.
Like I'm 16 and I found him.
And I found him. So I would like literally saving video footage feels like that same version of me as a kid. Like a boy passed me a note in class and I'm like, holy shit, this is my husband forever. Did you were a religious kid?
I was weird where I was religious and my parents weren't.
I know a few kids like that.
Yeah.
There's been a few people on this couch that have had that experience.
Yeah.
Seems a little gay to me.
Yeah, I will. Well, I was religious in a way where like all my. I remember I tried to get my parents. I have a joke about it. Where like, I try to get my parents to come to church with me, and they'd be like, "You're no."
You're a freak.
They're like, "We're gonna go to Costco and have a good Sunday." Like you go off, you take your communion.
It's sample day, so mommy's got to go.
Yes. But yeah, my friends were all. I went to 2 different churches because I had 2 different friend groups. That one went to a Baptist church, and the other one went to. I honestly forget the denomination, but I went to the Baptist church camp in the summer, and then I went to the other church's youth group.
Okay.
And I was hanging out. And I remember I would get so upset when my friends in my youth group would talk about them like messing around with guys for the first time. And like they were like their parents were really religious and they were the ones that were going out and like hooking up with guys for the first time, and they would tell me and I would get so mad. I'd be like, hey, we all agreed we were saving ourselves for a long time.
I just don't think you should have sex with boys because that's a sin, and not at all because I want to be there also.
Yes, exactly. Like you're talking about hooking up with Bradley, and I'm right here, and we could be having sleepover together. But you're sleeping over with Bradley, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, I just thought we were going to spend more time together.
Yeah.
I just thought you valued our friendship more.
Exactly.
Have you had any like big blowout friendship breakups that were like homoerotic? Like, have you had any will they won't they friendships that were not sexual but like far worse?
I've had like friend blow-ups, but they weren't around like feelings for each other.
Yeah,
at all.
me either. That would be
I
stupid.
have had I remember one of my church friends asked me if I was gay once. When I was in, this was like before I even.
Is she gay now?
No, she's not.
Oh, really?
She's not gay. But what was funny with I was like, what were moments growing up where you were doing gay stuff you didn't realize was gay? God, I hope she doesn't see this.
Clipping it, tagging you.
I think it'd be fine. I didn't realize I was gay even at the time, but I remember she was. She kind of like had a bigger butt, and
okay, you're an ass guy. Katie's an ass man.
I'm in everything, man. And I remember as a hee hee ha ha fun thing that we would do in our friend group is we would like spank her butt a little bit.
Oh, well, of course.
Just like we would spank her butt, and because she had the big butt, and we're like, haha, you have a big butt. We'd spank it. Turns out I spanked it maybe one too many times.
Ejected from the friend group for a spank.
Yeah, I was really going in on the spanks to the point where she's like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "No, I just really like your tankini, and that's the only thing."
I love your chevron tankini.
I love it.
That's so funny.
Lift the flap.
Let me get under the hood. That's amazing.
I remember that being a thing, and I remember like being like, "This is really fun to smack your butts." And and she's a good Christian woman.
Oh,
as am I,
and as are you.
Amen. A woman. That was looking back. That was a telltale sign I was gay. I'm getting really mad. Also, whenever I'd watch movies where a girl would like lose her virginity to a guy, I'd be like, "Oh my god, Chelsea, you had everything going for you."
We lost another one.
You lost another one.
This sucks.
I'd get so mad.
I would. I did the classic like I am better than everyone else, like because I don't have sexual feelings towards men.
Mm-hmm. Like, I am holy, I am right.
But it's interesting having no context for lesbianism. I like didn't understand that the feelings that I had were gay. It was just like, well, I don't have feelings for men, so I'm just not sexual, instead of like the way that I am thinking about my best friend and like making her collages by hand and like thinking about like writing her a poem about how good she smells, like that was sexual energy. You know what I mean? Like it's like you don't realize that energy is horny. Yeah,
well, it's also like don't know if you had this experience, but I went to a smaller high school, and we had like 2 openly gay people.
Huge.
One was the most flamboyant gay man you could possibly imagine, and
there's always got to be one breaking cycles.
Yes, and then there was the most butch lesbian. Like there was 2 ends of the spectrum, and so to me, I'm like, oh, that's what gay is. And if there was a barista with a wolf cut in my high school, then I think I would have realized some things a little sooner. But there wasn't. I just had the 2 ends of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm. What do you have coming up? What are you excited about?
Oh man, I just have some shows coming up in Chicago and elsewhere. I'm headlining Don't Tell in Bloomington, Indiana next month. That'll be fun. My God. Yes, so I'm excited about that. And I have some other fun shows on the horizon that have yet to be announced. So follow me on Instagram
Where can we find you?
at Katie, Katiej Kincaid, Kincaid.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, we have, if you want to submit to the pod, crossmyheart.pod, or on my Instagram, you can fill out the Google form and then submit your entry for Dear Daddy Pod, our new segment. And then I am doing a couple headlining shows in August. One of them will be August 14th at the Lincoln Lodge. It'll be a Hannah Beck and Friends show. It'll be a super fun time. And you should grab tickets before they run out. And that's all I've got for you.
Hell yeah.
Okay, love you. Bye.
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 Bye.